The next step in the transaction is to enter in the transaction details. Keep in mind that each transaction will have different details that you enter in. You will not see these three fields for all transactions. These fields are for the transfer out to officer transaction. In this case, enter a transaction reason, a location, and a receiving officer. Let's enter in a transaction reason. Here we can see court appearance, furtherance of investigation, etc. You can add to this list as necessary through the code maintenance that you will see in another video. For right now, let's just go ahead and click on court appearance. Next, we have to tell Ace Express where we're sending the item or items to. In this case, it needs to be an off-site location. Here we can enter in a location, or we can choose one from a list. Go ahead and choose one from a list. This is a list of all off-site locations that Ace Express has on record. In this case, let's go ahead and choose court. Finally, we need to enter in the officer who is doing the transfer. In this case, we can enter in a last name or an officer number, or just select them from a list. So let's go ahead and do that. I think it was David Wilson. Go ahead and click on select. As you can see, David Wilson has been entered to the list. As you can see, after I entered in that third piece of information, the next button down here became enabled. This means that all of the data for this transaction has been entered and it looks correct. This will happen on every single transaction once you've entered in the transaction details. The next button will not be enabled until all the details are entered in correctly. When you've entered in all the information, go ahead and click on next to move to the next step.